Aberration creatures are here, and there's a lot of them, including a lot of new additions that you need to know about. The locations, where they are, what they do, not really what they do, just where they are so you can tame them right. So, here we go, without further ado. Achatina, snails, in your face, gives you paste. You can find them all over here in these locations right here. Need to find yourself some silica pearls in the infused elements. Not really, go for the water, of course. Anglers, they are all over in these spots to get yourself some pretty pearls, though good luck taming these. And then Ankies, of course, with metal on the cards all around Aberration. Get yourself an Aberrant Ankleo in these spots here. Need yourself a bit of Spidey, not the good Spidey, the bad Spidey. They're here, there, and everywhere around these locations. And if you want to spit somebody's armor off, spit in your face, get yourself an Arthro over here, right there. Need to get a very decent cave explorer, adventurer. Of course, the all-purpose Aberrant Barry is dominating the map in these locations around here. But paste is the game and frogs is the name. Beetle buffos are all over in these spots here for you to tame. Everyone loves the turtle, right? Nice carbon memes. Completely butchered the pronunciation of that, but you know what I mean. Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are all over in these spots here. And look out, always running up on you when you least expect them. Aberrant Cardos dominating all of these locations down here. And watch out, biotoxin lovers. You're going to need a lot of biotoxin, especially now with the latest additions to ARK, and Nidaria is a great way to get biotoxin in these spots here. Fishing lovers, get yourself some pretty fish. Coelacanth fish, the aberrant kind, swimming all over in these spots. And everybody loves the Dimetrodon, right? Getting a bit of incubation in your life. No, you don't. There's other ways to get incubation, but you still want to get one. And if you want to get one here. Need to break somebody's armor in quick succession. Need to dominate a cave with an absolute army of them. It's a thing. You can do that. Aberrant Dimorphs are all over here. And look out, people of the waters who want to swim on something that gives you oxygen in a map that doesn't have really that much water. Why not, though? Aberrant Diplos are here. And speaking of Diplos, big Diplos that like to push you off ledges especially and are a sheer annoyance. The aberrant kind are all over here. And Super Bear, honey-loving bear, bear loves honey, use them to get honey, tame them with honey. You can find them here. And hey, the OG, it's back in its aberrant form. The Dodo is here all over these spots over Aberration. And need some stone, of course you do. So get your Dode rolling, keep rolling by looking and finding in these spots here. And hey, poop. Who wants a poop? Poop in your face, poop everywhere. Turn poop into fertilizer with dung beetles in these spots. And who wants an electrifying time in the water? God help you if you really want to tame these, but eels are all over in these spots here. And nay, horses for courses, equises are all over these spots here for you to tame. Get your carrots at the ready. What? Amazing, seriously, for solars are in Aberration in their aberrant form all over the surface locations in these spots. Good luck taming these ones when the sun comes up. And monkey see, monkey do, monkey like to throw you, and you can find these all over these locations. And yes, Gigantoraptors, aberrant Gigantoraptors are in Aberration too, believe it or not. And you can find them all over these locations for you to tame one, and you'll want to tame one. And need some seeds crafting at very quick succession. Iguanodon is all over in these locations. And hey, need a bit of XP buffing love to your creatures in your base. Get yourself a Lystro, the aberrant kind. Find them all over in these spots. And again, sea truffling, you might want to do it. Can't really see you wanting to do it, but if you do want to do it, get yourself a Manta. Pretty cool for that. And you can find them here. And hey, how about that? A thing that was meant to be in ASE, never came to ASE Aberration, but is finally in ASA Aberration. Aberrant Aberrant Megalania are here, all over here in these spots for you to tame. And look out, it doesn't sleep here, it doesn't sleep at any time at all, it's always awake, always ready to bite your face off. A fan favourite, the Aberrant Megalo, go find them in these locations. So you got your frog, you need some paste, you need some chitin. Go and find Meganora all over these locations here. And the underrated cheese of the world, moss chops. Absolute win of a chief. Get one for your farming pleasures, believe it or not, a good one to get, and you can find the aberrant versions all over in these spots. And hey, cold people, you can get warm and also get artifacts in the dozens in its inventory. Aberrant otters, looking very cool in ASA. You can find them all over here. Need to get eggs collected on the fly, of course you do. Oviraptors is the way to do it, and you can find them all over in these locations. Mutton makes the world go round. Mutton's a great way to tame a bunch of things on ARK, and especially on ARK Aberration. So get yourself a sheep, just make sure to get some veggie cake at the ready. And watch out, what's it compensating for? The big phallic racer is dominating all of these locations here. Need to spark an alert on the fly, a very nice, easy, quick time to get you on your feet or off your feet onto a mount early in the game. Parasaurs, they're all over these spots. And the only reason you need to know about these is if you don't want them to bite your feet off when you're swimming around and get caught with one of these nibbling at your toes. Piranhas are all over here. Need a bit of sting in your life, maybe dealing a bit of torpor to some things. Scorpions are knocking about all over in these spots. And watch out, it's not a poo, it's not a mound on the floor, it's a Palovia ready to stun you. And you will find these stunning you sooner or later, and these are where they're going to stun you from. And believe it or not, these do not pounce on you anymore on Aberration. The Aberrant Raptors are all over in the same spots you might know from ASE, and a little bit more easier to get away from. Don't like a coelacanth, prefer a Sabertooth? Of course you do if you want to tame an otter. Then find Sabertooth all over in these spots. Big Man Croc, surprised the other Croc isn't in this one, but this Croc is on Aberration, and you can find the Aberrant Croc Zarko all over these locations. Need some quick early black pearls in your life? Get a Trilobite, you can find them all over the land locations, believe it or not, in these spots here. And everybody's favourite XP leveling things, you want to kill these if you want to get some experience for your baby Reapers to be coming along, / Spinosaurs on top. Spinos are all over in these spots. And who doesn't like a tank or a good berry gatherer? Stegos, they're about with their 3 different plated functions all over in these spots. And a nice early berry gatherer / definitely good at defense, attacking, pushing back things, and not too bad of a tank trike are about in these locations. And why on earth would you want to tame one? It's more likely you want to avoid these from them putting you to an early sleep. Titanoboas are all over in these locations. And you will likely find these before you do anything in the game. Believe it or not, these spawn in the easiest locations, as well as everywhere else, but an absolute tanky domination. Hidden vault, acid spitting, multi-purpose, great thing to get. Basilisk is all over here. And your light pets, you're going to want them, you're going to need them, you are going to need them for Aberration, and bulldogs will be the very first one you likely encounter, and you can find them all over here. And rock drakes, you're all going to want to dive down for these. Of course, the only way to obtain these is by getting a rock drake egg from the rock drake egg nest, and the nest locations are down here. And brand new addition via the Bob's DLC, the web slinging Cosmo is on the map and pretty much all over the map in these locations. Another light pet choice, the feather light, you can find them all over flying around in these spots. Good luck to you trying to tame these ones. And when you're ready to get some honey, need to tame a bee so you can have some honey constantly produced for you, then go and find the beehives in these locations. Another glow pet choice, but this time the glow tail, and you can find glow tails all over here, though don't forget about the glow tail cave. Definitely the way to go if you want one. And everyone's favourite crustacean returns to Aberration, the big giant crab. You can find them all over these spots. You're going to want them for dual wielding, moving about, and especially farming for poly. And haven't made yourself a hazard suit yet, but want to go exploring the red zone, you're going to need to find yourself one of these dirty looking mothers. Lampreys, get them to attach themselves to you like leeches and find them all over here. And if you need some random charge on the fly, you can find yourself some light bugs, and you can find light bugs all over in these locations. And nameless venom, you're going to need it if you're raising rock drakes, but I promise you're going to run into these before you try to find these. These are spawning all over these spots. Make sure you get a light pet at the ready if you want to avoid them. And yes, why on earth this is on Aberration, nobody knows, but it is. The Pyromane is here and makes absolutely perfect sense why a fire-based lion creature is around a very watery bioluminescent zone. But if you've paid for the DLC for this thing and want to tame it, yeah, go on, go and tame them here. And the Aberration Inclusion Edition, great for climbing vines, by the way, and a bleeder until you tame it, which really baffles me. Don't know why it still doesn't bleed when you tame the thing. But either way, cave wolves, ravagers, find them here. And need to get yourself Pregante, get yourself impregnated by a Reaper, or farm yourself some Reaper pheromones. You're going to need to find them all over in these spots. I definitely encourage you to try and lure these out of the hazard zone if you are planning to get pregnant here. Heavily underrated, I love them, although I don't think their mother loves them. Roll rats, get them all over in these spots, and certainly drop a saddle on them and get rolling. And certainly perhaps the most annoying creature on the map, Seekers. And if you've got lights on you, they will certainly be attracted to you. You can find Seekers all over in these locations. Might have some cheeky hidden loot for you as well. And pull up, the big man lantern, everyone's favourite light pet, the Shine Horn. You can find these in all of these locations on the Dark Cavernous map. And the actual genuine new addition to Aberration that you can all tame, and an absolute annoyance considering how frequent this thing is in the green zone. The green zone is now just a bit more harder, but tame one of these because it's a pretty good glider and deals a whopping amount of damage. Ling, you can find them all over in these locations. And that's it. That's all the creatures you need to know about Aberration. If you want to go tame them, go out, enjoy yourself. Hope you're enjoying yourself. I'm going to enjoy myself. Not that way, the other way. Until the next one, my name is Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But as always, peace out.